Hey YouTube, Davey G here. Uh, Today I'm going to show you my knife collection. I don't really have a large collection. Never really thought myself to be much of a knife guy, but trying to make more videos and see what you guys put out there. So this seems like a kind of a good place to start. I have a few of these Swiss Army knives. This one here is says on the blade it's an officer's model. And this one I used quite a bit several years ago. It's scuffed up a little bit. Funny thing is I have another one that's marked officers, but it's smaller, which is this one here. I mean smaller in the fact that it doesn't have as many tools in it. So that's that one. I have this little guy. Somebody gave this to me. I think it was part of that Marlboro Miles program. This one actually has a little LED light in it, starting to go fade out. The other one I have is this one. I found this cleaning out my attic. It's the only one that I have that doesn't really say on the blade other than, and this one's pretty dirty. I used to use this quite a bit too. It's kind of dull. Let's figure out how to sharpen it. It just says Victorinox Switzerland stainless, but it doesn't list the model type on the blade. It's got like a saw, this other blade here. It's got these kind of fake wood looking handles. And that's my Swiss Army stuff there. Then as far as smaller slip joints, which I'm just learning terms here, I have this Schrade old timer, which has fake, this is actually plastic. This actually I bought for my daughter when I bought her first 22 when she was about 9 or 10. It needs to be cleaned up a little bit. That's that one. This one here I won from Quality Knives. It's a Winchester. This looks like it is real wood. Another little slip joint. As far as EDC, I was carrying that one for a little while in the office. I go to the office, I can't really wear a big knife in my pocket. It's khakis, it's not comfortable, it's not practical, so I was carrying that. But when I'm out for the day in jeans or riding my motorcycle, this is my Benchmade. I don't know what model it is. This is what I normally carry if I'm out wearing jeans. And then I'll usually carry this in my back pocket. My other tactical kind of black knife is this one here. This is CRKT. It is a M21 with G10. It's huge. You can see it's CRKT. It says Carson Design. Funny story about this is that it's got this, I think this is called the auto lock. So it's got a liner lock, but to release the blade you have to pull this back and then that, like that, and it's got the little flipper thing there. I had a small CRKT Navajo, and I don't know, I had it for like 5 or 6 years. It was nice, a little small knife, very simple, pocket clip, throw in a pair of jeans in the pocket. In your back, it was small enough to just stick in your back pocket if you didn't want to clip it to your pants. One day I left it in my pants, went through the dryer, wash and dry. When I took it out, the vibrations and the movement in the dryer loosened all the screws. The pocket clip was gone, some of the screws were gone, and one of the screws that holds the body of the knife together completely gone. So I contacted CRKT and I said, hey, you know, my fault. Left it in my pocket, went through the wash. Can I just get the screws from you? They said, yeah, tell us the model of the knife, we'll send them to you free. They didn't, they said it's not in production anymore. So they said, just send us the knife back and it's worth, you know, pick anything out of our catalog around $65. So that's the knife I picked. I had the knife for several years. before that happened. So props to CRKT. My fault completely, and they did right by the consumer. I do have another Benchmade. I bought this Benchmade and then realized it really wasn't something I thought that was good for. Apparently it's more of a collector's piece, and I'm not a big collector. But this is, it says it's on the box, it says it's an Elischwitz. It's a first production run. It's number 171 out of 1,000. It's really light. It's almost got that dagger-like, and as you can see here, I don't know if that focuses in or not. It says first production run, 171 of 1,000. Elischwitz ATS 34. It's kind of got a gold liners, very light, but I realized it probably wasn't something for carrying, so I don't really carry that. Just I think I might have carried it once or twice. So that's that one. I won this on a contest. KH Keith is his name. KH3256, I believe it is. This is a Sanren Mew 710. This is a cool little knife. Very sharp for a $10 knife or $12 knife, whatever I've read on them. I mean, it's pretty solid. I started carrying this to work with a pair of khakis because it's lighter, it's a little smaller. It's a frame lock, I guess you would call that. Really decent knife. I don't have any Spydercos. I had one, and long story, it got confiscated. I had it in my pocket during a field trip, not even thinking, post 9/11, going I think to the Statue of Liberty, go to an x-ray machine, can't have that. We won't be here when you come back for the thing, so whoever ran that security desk has my Spyderco, and I don't know what model it was. It was all stainless steel, the body, the blade. From what I see on their catalog, it's probably like, oh, it was an Endura. It wasn't really large like the police models. But I love that knife, and it's gone. So it's funny because that's how I picked up those Benchmades. I went to replace the knife that I had lost. I have a couple of these other knives that come in sheaths. This is a Gerber Gator. I think I was working part-time at a retail establishment that was getting rid of their knife line. So I picked up a few. This was one of them. Kind of cool, really grippy rubber handle, kind of like simulates gator skin. Nice little lockback. Made in USA, Portland. It says Gerber 625. And that's a nice little sheath that it came in. This little buck in the camo sheath. Used to carry this quite a bit on my jeans on the outside. I don't think that's as tactical anymore, wearing a sheath. But same thing with this Swiss Army knife, man. Came with this nice, I guess that's like a basket weave sheath. Plastic handle. Wow, this really needs to be cleaned up too. So that's that one. Another time when I actually bought this Schrade Oldtimer, I picked up this Schrade, and these were on clearance, man. I mean, this sheath alone, nice leather sheath. The knife, I don't know, buck style, says Oldtimer on the plate here, but again, this fake plastic handle. 60T, what that says there. Lock back. What else? I have this Schrade Tough Tool. This is the only multi-tool that I think that I own. I got this actually, I knew somebody who was in the hardware business, and they were out at an annual trade show in Indianapolis, and this was during the time I think the Leatherman was hot, just come out. I don't think there was a flood of multi-tools that are on the market now. But the design of this was supposed to be that, unlike the other multi-tools where the tools would be here, so if you were using this as a plier, you know, these would be facing this way, would hurt your hand, I guess. But it's the Schrade Tough tool. Great little tool. I usually keep this on the motorcycle in a saddlebag with a couple other small tools. It's pretty much got everything I think you could need. So that's that one. I have this knife by Frost Cutlery, or no, not Frost, United Cutlery. This one I got from a freebie. Was having some work done on my motorcycle. The sheath is kind of cool, although I'm not sure big into this Concho. I don't know what kind of quality United makes, but you know, it's this Cryo Edge 440 stainless. Has the Harley Davidson brand on it. It was a freebie. What can I say? It was had some work done, and I qualified for a free knife. So that's that. An only fixed blade I own. Don't know anything about it. Bought it at a gun show because it looked cool. This Kydex sheath. It's one piece of whatever kind of steel it is. Combo edge. Kind of weird texturing here. Sharp. Maybe any knife guys have any idea? Maybe you knife guys can explain that this one here too. But I think once I get a Spyderco in this little collection, I'm going to be done until I can. My next goal is I really would like a nice Emerson or a Microtech out the front. But that's my little collection. And I never realized I had that many knives, so I decided to do a video like this. Okay guys, if you like the video, sub. Oh, speaking of that, what did I do with that? I just reached 25 subs. I'm not sure I legitimately have 25 because I think one was Firearms channel, that dude Mike, who's suddenly up and disappeared. Shut his channel down. So, but anyways, hopefully in the near future, this is going to be the prize, I think. It's a bird. I featured this before. I bought this from Ballistic Reload. If you guys looking for inexpensive knives, Ballistic Reload, you sign up for them. Every day I think at noon you get an alert of some product, not always knives, but usually anything related to you guys who follow these types of channels. But this is a bird Meadowlark. I'm going to do something as far as that. This is what it's going to be. I bought another one, gave it to my nephew. I tell you, I think this was under 20 bucks. With shipping, it was a little more. First one I bought was $19.99, free shipping. So that's going to be my 25 sub contest prize when I figure out what I'm going to do for a contest. Anyways, guys, thanks for listening. Talk to you later.